And the question basically is, what is the minority representation on the Virginia Commission and on independent commissions in other states?
There was a big concern in the campaign where we had laws on we had proposed legislation that the Democrats in the House of Delegates were holding up, that had already passed the Senate. The governor indicated he would sign it, but the Democrats in the House of Delegates refused to let, basically we amend our Constitution kind of structurally, but a lot of the details go into the Code of Virginia. Well, the Democrats in the House refused to give us statutory guarantees of fair representation on the commission itself in kind of every step of the process, like we had proposed, like they wanted, but they were holding that out as a political tool to hit us during the campaign to say, oh, there may be no Black people on this commission. There's no requirement for it. It was the biggest, kind of saddest political ploy I could imagine. But it did ultimately pass after the November election. The House Democrats came back into a special session to let it through, which I'm glad they eventually did. And the congressional or the makeup of the commission is excellent. It reflects the diversity of Virginia in multiple ways, and it is much more diverse than the legislature, which is the alternative to who would have been doing it. It's much more diverse than that. I think Michigan, California, I think Colorado. I mean, everybody has a little hiccup one way or there because there's no perfect commission. There's no perfect way to represent a dozen or so folks there, but all of them are much better than who would have been drawing it in the state legislature. I'll put a link in the chat to Virginia's commission.
Yeah, that'd be great, Brian.
And that basically is the same for other states. I mean, like, this is something when people put together reforms that they spend a lot of time trying to make sure you get right, because nobody wants communities shut out, especially communities that have historically not had a seat at the table. And so, the new Michigan Commission almost exactly matches the demographic makeup of Michigan, both regionally and demographically. California also has a very good commission, but I think people are learning from the process and sort of developing better ways to do that. And the commissions that would be created under HR 1 to do map drawing after 2030, also sort of like have really enhanced language on diversity, to make sure that people who are like genuine representatives or understand the communities of the state are on the commission.